I'm not going to ask you which of the gambling stocks you like, though we are going to talk about gambling a little bit, Kevin. Obviously, tonight, Purdue will be playing. I apologize. If you're not from Indiana, most of the country's going to be rooting for St. Peter's tonight, Kevin.
Well, it'll be an exciting game. I'm here in our New York office now. I was blessed to attend the Michigan-Villanova game last night in San Antonio, and I'll be heading down to Philadelphia right after this interview, Tyler, to see Purdue play and hopefully have a great game tonight.
You've been in your role, you were, let us point out, the first black person to lead one of the major conferences, period, ever in history. So you're a trailblazer, and you began your job a couple of years ago at the peak of right before the pandemic started and right before George Floyd. I'm going to return to that, but I'm going to begin with gambling. How has the expansion of legalized gambling affected the NCAA and your job as Big Ten commissioner, if at all?
Yeah, I mean, Tyler, this is one of those situations now that everyone in college athletics has to be mindful of and be focused on. And one of the things that we're doing is to actually building our infrastructure. Last December, we launched the Big Ten Conference Data Analytics Department, which everything is going well. And just this week, we created and signed a partnership with Data Climber, one of the leaders in the space. And what we're doing on that now is just to make sure that we get everything organized internally to build a robust data warehouse, to gather as much information as we possibly can to be able to serve our student athletes, our incredible fans, and to be able to be prepared for what the future holds in regards to all these issues that we're facing in college athletics now.
And one of the other ones that you're facing in college athletics right now is what are known as NILs, or the ability of players to benefit monetarily from their name, image, and likeness. How is that going? What kind of rules have you put in place? How do you supervise it so that you are not running afoul of any regulations and that the best interests of your student athletes are taken into account?
I mean, you're aware that NIL has been active for approximately 9 months. I'm a big supporter and a big believer in our student athletes in the Big Ten Conference and around the country to be able to monetize on their name, image, and likeness. They deserve that right. My biggest concern now is to make sure that we can get some standardization in the different laws across the country, because they are different, even within our Big Ten footprint and across the country. So I'm hopeful that at some point in time there is a congressional level set and national legislation is passed to make sure that each and every state is following the same rules. But up until now, it's been very pleasing and positive to see our student athletes to be able to monetize their name, image, and likeness, and really not only from a financial standpoint, but from an educational standpoint. It's one thing to learn about branding and marketing and finance and taxes in the classroom, but it's another thing for our student athletes to be able to learn what it means in real life. So I'm always about the education, and they're talking about CNBC. They're talking about investing and all these different things. So I think it's been positive.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.